friends, myself Professor Khemchand Surana. So today we will start the new chapter, that is what antiviral agents. So initially we will see the introduction of these antiviral agents and basically what is the virus and different viral diseases. So the antiviral agents are the substances which are used in the treatment and prophylaxis of disease caused by the viruses. So basically these antiviral agents are the substances or the drugs which were used for the treatment of the infection which is caused by the viruses, and also they are useful for the prophylaxis treatment of these kinds of virus diseases. So the viral diseases include, so different kinds of viral diseases are there. So it includes influenza, rabies, yellow fever, poliomyelitis, ornithosis, mumps, measles, Ebola, human immunodeficiency virus, that is HIV, herpes, warts, and smallpox. And recently there is what outbreak of coronavirus is also included in this viral infection category. So the viruses are not proper living things but consist of genome. So as we can say, the viruses are not proper living things actually, but they were consist of genome. They are smaller in size with simple chemical composition. So what is basic structure of this virus? They are smaller in size and having a simple chemical composition, and sometimes a few enzymes are stored in their capsules which is made up of the protein. So this is what the some enzymes were also stored into the capsule of the viruses, so which capsule basically made up of the proteins, and these were rarely covered with lipid bilayer. So this is what basic structure of the virus. So viruses only replicate within the host cells, and viral replication depends primarily on the metabolic processes of the invaded cells. So basic replication process of these viruses is within the host cells. So whatever the infected person with viruses, in that these viruses were replicated, and the viral replication depends primarily on the metabolic processes of the invaded cells. Means whatever the metabolic processes is there, so replication is depend on that particular primary metabolic processes. So viruses does not possesses cell wall. So viruses do not having cell wall, while in case of bacteria there is what cell wall is there. So but they have RNA or DNA enclosed in a shell of the protein known as capsid. So as we know, the viruses don't having the cell wall, but they are having RNA or DNA. This RNA or DNA basically enclosed in the shell of the protein, and this shell basically called as a capsid. So the capsid is composed of several subunits known as capsomers. So whatever the capsid, which is what consists of this DNA and RNA, so these capsid having several subunits. These subunits are known as capsomers. So in certain cases, capsid may surrounded by an outer protein or lipoprotein envelope. So basic whatever this capsid will be there, which will be surrounded by outer protein or lipoprotein envelope. On group of RNA viruses that deserves special mention are retroviruses basically. So in case of in the group of, or in the case of RNA virus, so the special name given to these viruses were called as a retroviruses. So they are responsible for acquired immunodeficiency syndrome, that is what AIDS we can call, and T leukemias. So this is what responsible for the whatever the this retrovirus which is responsible for this AIDS as well as leukemias. So retroviruses contain reverse transcriptase enzyme, RT enzyme we can call in short, activity that makes DNA copy of the viral RNA template. So what is the activity of these reverse transcriptase enzyme is they makes the DNA copy of the viral RNA template. Means from viral RNA template they were synthesize the DNA. then this DNA copy is integrated into the host genome. So by after synthesis of this DNA or formation of this DNA copy from the viral RNA template, they were integrated into the host cells or the host genome, at which it is referred to as provirus. So into this specific integration into the host genome, they were called as a provirus, and is transcribed into the both genomic RNA and mRNA for translocation into the viral protein. So this provirus basically leads to translocation into the viral proteins and giving generation to the new virus particles. So from this translocation process, so new virus particles were formed. So this is what the structure of virus is, as we have discussed. So we can see the envelope protein, which is given into this green color, then envelope into particular this red region, then viral genome you can see, nucleocapsid you can see, and viral tegument you can see. So this is what the basic structure of virus is, which consists of basically nucleic acid. So nucleic acid either single or double stranded DNA or RNA, never both, as we can say. So surrounded by a protein coat. So you can see the surrounding which is having a protein coat. This surrounding protein coat we can call the capsid, and sometimes the outer lipid envelope is there. A fully assembled infection virus is virion, means basically whatever the active form of virus is what virion is there, means the fully assembled infectious form of virus is what virion. So often contain a crucial virus specific enzymes are there. Also what the specific kind of enzymes is also there, also visible by the electron microscope. This is what the structure of the virus is. Now we'll move to the life cycle of the viruses. So this life cycle of viruses, or the stages of different viral replication we can call. So there are 7 basic steps of viral replication is there. So these 7 steps are: first, adsorption. Adsorption means what? The attachment of virus to the host cells. You can see the pictorial diagram of this particular cell, in that the active form of virus means that infectious form of virus, which is what virion, which will adsorb onto the surface of cell. So first step is what? Adsorption. Adsorption means what? Attachment of virus to the host cells. Second is what? Penetration. Penetration of the virus into cells. You can see after adsorption there is what? Penetration is there. Then third one is uncoating. Uncoating means what? The cell enzyme lysosomes strips of the protein coat of viruses and expose the genome, means whatever the coating we can call the capsid. So whatever this coating will remove, it is what? Uncoating of these virus and exposes to the genome. Now the fourth step is transcription. Transcription means production of viral mRNA from viral genome, means from viral mRNA viral genome will be produces. Now fifth step is translation. After transcription, translation is there. So viral genome enters the nucleoplasm and utilizes the host nucleic acid machineries for synthesis of new viral protein. It also modifies the cells irreversibly to produce more viral genome assembly, new viral protein. So next step is what? After translation, assembly is there. So new protein coat assembles into the capsid and viral genome. So after this translation process, so assembly is there, means new viral protein will be assembled into the capsid and viral genome. And last, that is what? Seventh step, release of new virus. That is what? Release of mature virus after budding and rupture of the host cells. So these are what? The 7 steps of the viral replication. First, adsorption, penetration, uncoating, transcription, translation, assembly, and release of new virus. So here is again the pictorial diagram is given. So the 7 steps again here given basically. So first, as you can see into the diagram, there is what numbering given: 1 2 3a, 3b, 4 5a, 5b, 6 and 7. So these are what 7 different steps of the viral replication is there. So first you can see this is what the basic cell where the virus means what, the infectious form of virus called as virion. You can see the structure of virion is given over here. So it is what adsorb. So first step is what adsorption. So virion is adsorb on the surface of the cell. After adsorption, penetration. So slowly it will start to penetrate inside the cell. So it will penetrate into the cell. So second step you can see. Now third one is uncoating. So whatever the virion will be there, that will be means whatever the protein shell or the protein cover will be there, that will be uncoated. And you can see the uncoated form of the virion. In that you can say first initially mRNA is there, 3a, and further from this mRNA there is what RNA replication will occur. So this is what the uncoating process. And next one is transcription process, you can see. So from this mRNA there is what synthesis of DNA will be there. So from this mRNA transcription process will occur. Now further from this transcription process you can see the 5a basically, that is what translation will occur. Translation, and further this translation they were mature the virus, whatever the virus form they were mature, and they were try to assemble means what, sixth step assembly. They were assembly means what basically. So again they were covered with the new protein structure, and after this covering they were releases into what, into in the form of new virus. You can see the seventh step of this particular release of new virus. So this is what life cycle of the virus is there. This should be asked into the examination for 3 marks. So need to remember and need to draw this particular diagram of life cycle of viruses. So now again the life cycle of DNA is given. A similar thing is there, the life cycle of virus or DNA, same thing is there. So this diagram I have taken from the article, and this diagram is from the Petrick, which is medicinal chemistry by Petrick. So again here the adsorption is there. So this is what basically host cell, you can see the host cell is given over here. So virion is given to this left side. This is what the active or infectious form of virus. So A is given means adsorption. After adsorption, penetration is there. So B is given penetration by fusion. So after penetration there is what uncoating is given, uncoating nucleocapsid. So from this uncoating, so DNA to mRNA will synthesize, and after these there is what replication and transcription. C process is given, replication and transcription. Further these replication and transcription, there is what synthesis and assembly of nucleocapsids, means from this mRNA again new nucleocapsids were formed. And after this synthesis and assembly of new nucleocapsids, they were try to bird means what, they were form the actual virus structure, means viral protein incorporated into the cell membrane. And after the budding means formation of virus, they were releases. So E is given, virus will be releases. So this is what the life cycle of the virus, or we can call the life cycle of the DNA virus. Now further the virus receptor is given. So this table is important as per your GPAT examination, so that's why I have incorporated. So again the table is given over here: host cells, receptor and viruses basically. So in case of HIV, so these kinds of CD4 glycoprotein receptor is there, CCR5, MCP1, RANTES, then chemokinin receptor CXCR4 for cytokine SDF1. So these are what first three are for the HIV receptors, host cells, HIV receptors. Then acetylcholine receptor in case of rabies viruses, complement C3D of B lymphocytes, whatever the glandular fever viruses. So IL-2 means interleukin 2 receptor on lymphocytes. T cell leukemia viruses is there. Beta adrenergic receptors infantile diarrhea viruses. MHC molecules adenoviruses, T cell leukemia viruses. So this table is need to remember as per your GPAD examination. So these are what the different host cell receptor for different receptors, whatever the different host cell receptors for different viruses. So now we'll move to the antiviral therapy. So basically these antiviral therapy, how it the whatever the antiviral molecule, how it will be designed. So on the basis of these particular points, so antiviral drug has been developed. So the following section includes information on currently marketed antiviral compounds that have been designed in 8 general areas. So how the basic antiviral compound has been designed. So on the basis of these 8 different areas, the antiviral compound has been designed. So the first area is agent that disrupt virus attachment to host cell receptor, penetration and uncoating. So what is first area basically? So the agent that disrupts host attachment, particular attachment to the host cells, penetration and uncoating is there. As we have seen the life cycle of the virus, so in that the first 3 steps are cell attach, whatever the virion attachment to the cell means host cell, then penetration and uncoating. So the agent which need to disrupt this attachment to the host cell, further penetration and uncoating. So this is what the first area. Now second is what? Agents that inhibit virus associated enzyme such as DNA polymerase and others. So as we have discussed, these viruses contain some kind of enzymes. So we have to develop such a kind of agent which will inhibit the enzymes which are present into these viruses such as DNA polymerase or other kinds of viruses. Agents that third one is agents that inhibit viral transcription. As we have seen, the fourth step is what? Transcription is there. So whatever the agent, they has to inhibit the transcription. Next one, agents that inhibit viral translation. So again after transcription, translation process is there. So whatever agent will be there, that has to be inhibited these translation process. Further, fifth one, agents that interfere with viral regulatory proteins. So whatever the regulatory protein will be there that are required for the assembly of particular nucleocapsids, so the agent which has to be interfere with these regulatory proteins. Now sixth one is agents that interfere with glycosyl phosphorylation, sulfation and so on, means particular agent which has to inhibit these different processes which are involved in case of viruses. So it should be called as an antiviral agent. And seventh one is agent that interfere with assembly of viral protein. So we have seen the assembly process. So capsid will form onto the layer of nucleoform of the viruses. So these assembly process has to be interfere. Agents that prohibit the release of virus from the cell surface membrane. So agent, whatever the release process will be there from the host cell, that has to be prohibited by the agent. This is what the 8th area. So these are what the 8 different area or the basic points. On these basis, the new antiviral agents has been developed. So now further antiviral drugs classification will be there. So these antiviral drugs classification, We will see into the next session. Till that, thank you and happy learning.